Welcome to the Dowden Podcast. I'm your host, the official CRG, and today we're going to focus on short form content and why I believe it's going to be the next big thing. But before we get started, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. That way you don't miss any weekly episodes and posts. You can find video of this episode strictly on YouTube, but the audio everywhere else. Now, with that out the way, the reason I want to talk about short form content is because it's being used all over the world for thousands of different types of content and topics, having it become the new way a lot of people consume their knowledge and entertainment. For example, social media reels and even apps like TikTok are examples of short form content because most of the videos run a maximum of 60 seconds or less, giving the consumer information in a quicker format. Also, YouTube videos or even podcasts like mine that average around 3 to 5 minutes in length are also another example of short form content because it allows creators to get to the overall point in a decent amount of time. Also, having the consumer learn what they actually came for without having to sit through other conversations or topics. But within the next 2 to 3 years, I genuinely believe that short form content is going to be the next major source of everyone's day-to-day knowledge. Because as humans, our biggest conflict is time. So if people can find an answer or hear what they need to in 5 minutes or less, then everyone's going to do it because it's not only convenient, but it then saves that time instead of wasting it on something else. But with that said, today's quote is by the inventor, Thomas Edison. He once said, "Time is really the only capital that any human being has, and the only thing he can't afford to lose." I appreciate you tuning in. You can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And this is the Dowden Podcast.